theater to see a DreamWorks movie in like ages.
Ryan, and
So
today I'm playing Codebreaker, which is an Atari game. Let me go over the rules of Codebreaker real quick, and then Ryan and I will continue our discussions where we're talking about movies. So the rules of Codebreaker are simple. On the left side of the screen is where all my inputs are. They're in red. On the right side of the screen, you'll see essentially the computer's response to my inputs. When I put in a 3-digit code, I have to hit the pound sign. And then once I do, I get a response back from the computer. If I get a black mark, it means that one of my numbers is the correct 3 black marks. So when you do, the game will go beep beep beep, showing you that you've won, and then you play more codes. Okay, now Ryan, you were talking about films and the fact that you haven't gone to the theaters to see like a DreamWorks movie. Ryan will be
like some of the Disney Pixar ones. It's like, yeah, that's fine, I guess. And I wouldn't want to see it, all that. But like the DreamWorks ones are like, I guess, like lower tier, in my opinion, than most of this. Like they don't even hold my interest like at all.
3 in the middle could still be right. 3 in the middle can't be right. It has to be like.
DreamWorks, for me, it has been doing a lot better on like the TV shows. Like they have like How to Train Your Dragon and like like Voltron and like She-Ra and stuff is like DreamWorks.
3 at the end.
Co-produced or something like
right
that.
number.
It's like, oh, these are just
4,
like better.
5, 3. Nice.
Well, the movies we put now.
So you say the shows are better than the movies, but you're also like, I don't go to the theaters for the movies?
Yeah.
So you're like, I haven't been watching the movies?
And then like the interest having had, some of the shows are actually like really good. The ones that I did watch. The good ones,
So why is it that you're more interested in the shows, which are arguably like more of a commitment than the movies?
Because the shows are actually good, though.
I guess. 3, 1, 4. Am I fucking up? That may be a fuck up. I think I'm supposed to test 1 at the end. So, fuck, I actually don't know. Try 3, 5, 1. Hey, there we go. That's the correct code. When it comes to the DreamWorks films, Ryan, I'm not sure off the top of my head what my favorite DreamWorks film is. I think stuff like Shrek is alright. Like, I don't think it's like the best thing in the world. I never really fucked with Ice Age for real.
Ice Age isn't DreamWorks.
It's not DreamWorks?
It's Blue Sky.
Oh.
They're like a competitor, and the only thing they've ever done is like Ice Age.
Oh. Good to know.
Well, they did like Rio, movies with the birds.
Who did the chameleon one?
The one with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Rango?
Yeah, Rango. Who did that?
Who did do that?
I liked Over the Hedge. That was a DreamWorks movie. I don't think it's like particularly good, but I thought it was, I guess, good for a DreamWorks movie.
It's not like made by like a bigger studio, right? It's more like independent. Like I think it's like produced by like Nickelodeon movies with like some other smaller things. Like it's like the first non-Disney or Pixar film to win like an animated feature award and stuff. Like it's neither like Disney or Pixar.
Who's neither Disney or Pixar?
Rango.
Rango. So it's just an independent. It could be
like it's like Paramount Pictures. it's
3,
Paramount.
4.
They don't really do tons of like animated things. I don't think all the time.
2, 4, 3. Aw, shit. I made it worse.
Because they became the parent company of
4, 3,
DreamWorks,
2.
I think. So maybe that's it. They didn't have like a competing studio.
Yo, Watermelon, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. And it's not 432, but we're on the same page. We were thinking the same thing. How are you doing? And how are you enjoying the stream so far, Watermelon? Let's see. So it's just another mix-up of these. It wasn't 2, 4, 3. We haven't tried having 2 in the middle. So it's just 2 in the middle with 4 at the end. So 3, 4, 2 would have to be the thing.
DreamWorks is interesting because it's like this like
It's
company,
not 3,
right?
4, 2.
But it's not as tied to a larger parent company the way that something like the Disney ones are. Like,
let's see. Watermelon said,
like,
okay. Then he said, all right.
by, like,
then he said 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 2. He's like going through like all the ones that we've done so far.
Like you have like Viacom and
Let's
like
see. It's
Universal
not 3,
and stuff.
4, 2.
Like buying and like
4
selling
has to
it,
be at the end.
acquiring it between themselves and stuff.
So 4's at the end, and 2's in the middle, I guess. So that means 3, 2, 4. Yeah. 3, 2, 4. Easy game. I heard you say something about Viacom.
Like you have like a bunch of these like studio like libraries and stuff that are like being like sold and then like reacquired by like like Viacom and like NBC and Universal and stuff.
Got him. Watermelon said.
So like DreamWorks has been like or like kind of like
move towards the first
kind of, like,
and
moved around
increase.
between these other larger film studios. Like
Watermelon, what do you mean by move towards the first and increase?
It was something where like we were doing with Paramount.
Hey,
and
that's pretty cool.
And Viacom bought a bunch of stuff.
He said,
and then
did
later, like, it was like bought up by like Universal, and then there's like Fox also there, and then you have like those kind of things getting bought out by like other stuff. So there's a bunch of like mergers and things going on that like DreamWorks was kind of like in the middle of. It's something more like akin to like kind of like the streaming things, where it's like something like Hulu. Like it's not like one like parent company like streaming service. It's kind of like the thing that everyone kind of used for a bit, or that had like a stake in. So it's more like that, where it keeps getting like transferred around.
6 in the middle, 3 at the beginning.
Like the different media companies, except for Disney, because they have their own shit.
Ayo.
But like for like things like Universal and like Paramount, they don't have like their own like dedicated like animated division anymore or whatever.
Watermelon said, wait, I don't know, it's confusing. It can be confusing. It's all about like thinking through the code and taking your hints. Like right now we know that these codes like aren't shit, but then that one we know that one of the numbers is right and it's like in the right spot. So one of these 3s is correct. So now I'm gonna go like 4, 4, 3. So now I know that 2 of the numbers are correct, and 3 either
and then,
goes
like, things of like this media,
in the middle
like,
or
movies
at the front.
Stuff. There's like portions of like libraries of films that get like bought and sold, but not in like their entirety, right? You have like these media companies in control of like like pre-2013 DreamWorks, as opposed to like later DreamWorks, and then that gets sold to like different people. So you have like different of that kind of. It's not like one package, like
Was Blue Sky owned by Fox?
I think so.
Yeah. Does that mean Disney owns Ice Age now?
Yes.
Interesting. I wonder if we'll get more Ice Age movies.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Because the thing with like you could just like tail it at that point. Pull like a movies where they like do that, where it's like they'll like buy out a thing just to kill it. At this point, it's not like in like as maliciously as that as like competitors. It's more like they bought this huge like Fox thing, and like Blue Sky is like a part of that, but they don't need Blue Sky. Like it's like kind of rigged up because they already have like their own like they already have like two. We have like the Disney stuff and then like the Pixar stuff, let alone like other stuff, you know. So it's like Disney doesn't need that. You know, like they could keep it, but they don't have like any like interesting IPs or anything to develop except for like Ice Age.
It's
so
not.
We could, I guess.
Five,
we could also
6,
just not
4.
make any new Ice Age movies. Like, are those even like still like profitable or whatever? Like, do they still like make money or anything?
I know they had one that was like dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah, that's like the fourth one. They've had like 2 since then.
They had 2 since then? I know that he has
Yeah,
one where he meets like the female
Impact
ones.
One and the Ocean one with pirates.
There's a pirate one?
Pirate one.
What the fuck?
It's like the world is like flooded, and so they're on like these iceberg pirates, like kind of like ships, like in the ocean.
Weird.
I think it's like after the dinosaur one, or maybe before.
How the fuck can you have pirates before the dinosaurs?
What?
What kind of
because
pirates?
the dinosaurs are like a underground kind of like.
Oh, like Journey to the Center of the Earth dinosaur kind of bullshit.
Yeah, like that. That's where they get the dinosaurs in the Ice Age thing. So, I mean, that happened. That's like a trope that I've seen multiple times. Like, you have the Teen Titans characters, like in the Arctic, are like that. I think. Yeah. With the caveman and the essentially like alien girl or something. They're like that. They have like dinosaurs in it. There's like a thing in Tarzan, the cartoon, the Disney show, where there's a hole in the ground, and if you go down there, there's dinosaurs in there.
Is that just what happens in the book Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Yeah, maybe. Like, that might be the first one for it, but like a bunch of other things I've seen also just do that, right? It's like, we'll have a cave hole thing, and it'll like lead to this big old like underground jungle that somehow is able to sustain dinosaurs.
Is Journey to the Center of the Earth public domain?
Maybe like the original novel or something.
5, 4, 3. Because if it is, it would make sense why everyone's using it. Because it's just like, why not? We just all have access to it.
So they changed the name of Fox to 20th Century Studios after Disney bought it. That's what they changed it to in mid-January 2020.
Makes sense.
Disney era. So,
ever since I learned the rules, I haven't
done
lost
much
this game.
with it since, because it's like, that's like in the last like year or so that they've like kind of like bought and like solidified it. The first film released by Disney under the studio's new name was The Call of the Wild.
4, 4, 5.
It's like an old guy and a dog. But also because of that, you essentially have like the 2020 pandemic happening like this year. So like any movies that they're releasing have either been like delayed or impacted because of that. So maybe that's why I haven't really considered or thought of much since then, because there haven't really been anything since then. And if there has, it's just gone on to like Disney Plus or some shit.
2, 2, 2. 2 of the 2s are right. 3, 3. No, 3,
Call
2,
of the
2.
Wild was like bad, like a bomb of a movie or something. Call of the Wild was released on February 21st by 20th Century Studios. It received mixed reviews from critics. Is Harrison Ford's in it? Harrison Ford's like the lead actor. Who praised Ford's performance in the entertaining action and earnest tone, but criticized the uncanny CGI of the animals.
Oh, I keep using 4, but 4 was never right.
Million
I've been distracted.
against a $125 to $150 million budget.
Yeah, I would have
Lost the studio
last
$50 to
round
$100
if I
million.
realized.
are however aggregated by the timing of its release and the global shutdowns because of the COVID-19. The film, for example, did much better in its second week than was expected, but the closing of the theaters around the entire globe affected its long-run income. So it's probably like it had like a mixed like reception because of the weird CG animals, but still could have done decent. But then everything like fucked up, and so it probably won't be able to make its money. Because like, what are you gonna do? Like 2021 or 22 or something? Like put it back into theaters? Like because no one saw it? Like I don't. Or like, would anyone even care enough to see it once it comes back? Because it's not that kind of, you know, super desired to go see Marvel movie or something. It's just kind of like your.
What's the movie in question?
Studio movie.
What's the film in question? I lost context.
The Call of the Wild.
Oh.
It's like a guy walking around Canada with a dog. Maybe they're trapped or something. Yeah, it's like a man and dog movie, but they're in like a lab. That was the first one released, and that was in February 2020, and everything's been like closed and fucked since then. So I don't even know if they're making any like the production. So like I don't even know if they're producing any like 20th century studio movies really right now.
Zack Snyder. Fuck, am I saying the right one? That's the movie one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said that he directed a like Ezra Miller scene via Zoom recently. And I thought that was interesting.
Like is Ezra Miller in like on spoken like what you want them to do in terms of like the acting or like where to stand or whatever, you know, like posing, like do this, do that, do this. But like I'm like what is like the acting, like do they have like the cameras with like Ezra Miller? Like where
like Ezra Miller's like on a set and Scott Snyder he claims that he was like essentially on an iPad or something, like on a tripod, and he's like looking at the set. So there are people like filming Ezra Miller who were there, and Ezra's
Baptist podcast will have like Sophie and like the guest be like in the little studio thing, and then like Robert Evans will be like phoning it in on like an iPad or something. But because a podcast, it doesn't really matter. It's just audio. But they were doing that like before the pandemic, when he like wasn't there.
I mean, that's kind of how podcasts are normally. Like, you don't have to bring somebody in for their voice.
A Discord call. Right?
Mm-hmm. Discord is very common for this kind of thing. I mean, we're doing something like that right now, where you're talking over like Facebook Messenger.
That's true. That's true.
554.
But have they done any like television?
Are you asking if they've done 20th Studios television stuff during 2020?
20th Television is the television division of 20th Century Studio.
20th Television?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, hey, are we coming up all good in the hood? Not quite.
20th Century Television was the studio's television, or 20th Century Fox Television was the studio's television production division, along with Fox 21 Television Studios, until they were renamed 20th Television and Touchstone Television, respectively, in 2020. 20th Television is also the studio's television syndication division until it was folded into Disney Media Distribution and Disney ABC Domestic Television in 2020. So, like, some of that can just be, like, folded in and, like, previous divisions at, like, Disney.
That was really good. I'm going to end the stream for now. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash the like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and anything with the notification bell. Be notified when I do these videos. So search for your boy, Jeff like the only, here with...
I'm looking at this list of divisions.
Ryan.
They have Fox Atomic.
Peace, guys. Check it again.
Like a youth-focused